to make this glamorous centerpiece and cake stand? Well, come on over because that's what I'll be showing you in this video. What's up, Glue Dots? I'm Elaine, the Midnight Crafter. Tonight's craft we can thank Natalie from Totally Dazzled for, because she inspired me to come up with a different idea for what to do with the beautiful napkin rings that she sent to me. I didn't want to just do the normal thing and use them as napkin rings because you know that's just not my style. But I had to come up with something, and I did. And due to Natalie's awesome generosity, one of you is going to get to win a set of these beautiful napkin rings as well. So the way to win them is I started a new Facebook page. It's called Elaine Petrakis Midnight Crafter. What a surprise. Go to that page and leave a comment telling me that you want to win those beautiful leaf napkin rings. And you have to be a subscriber to my channel, so hit the bell and the button below that says subscribe, and that's all you need to enter. Well, good luck, guys, and let's get right to this DIY. The first step for this project is to take our cutting board and our plate and spray paint them gold or silver, depending on which napkin rings that you chose. And I'm going to go ahead and get those painted and come back and carry on. I painted the underside of the plate and the textured side of the cutting board. So you're also going to need to paint your Tealights gold. So you're going to take a little piece of painter's tape and just cover up the little light bulb part, or whatever, the little flame part, and spray paint these gold. The top, I think, should be fine just to do the top. You don't want to spray the underside at all. As much as I really wanted to change it up and not use what everyone always uses, the candlesticks, it looks like that's just gonna have to be what I do because the other thing I tried was just not working. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use one of these originally planned tea light holders that looks kind of cut like a gem, and I'm gonna be gluing that down. And then we'll be gluing our candle holder upside down on top of that. And I do want to recommend using a level to make sure, because that was part of my drama with the other pieces. So first of all, just go ahead and get this first piece glued on, and then we'll go ahead and glue the second one. We're going to be doing this using the E6000. For a quicker hold while we're working on it, just for the sake of video purposes, because I want to be able to film this and not have to wait overnight, we're going to use just a tad bit of hot glue as well. And that's just to hold it in place for me. You can choose to do that or not, either way. And then center it on your plate, and it's going to cool really fast. So if you're using the glue gun, boy, you better know where you set that baby, because it is not going to move. All right, so the next piece we're going to be putting on, as I said, is our candlestick. And this is the one I really want you to check and see and really position well. For this one, I'm going to suggest not using the glue gun, because once I place it, I won't be able to move it. And I'm going to definitely need to move this to make sure that it is level. If it's not level and you put your top piece on, it's going to be slanted. It may look okay here, but it's not going to look okay once you get the other piece on there. So just go ahead and use the level. I would also recommend that once you do get this level, put some tape to make sure that it doesn't slide around, because this can easily slide around while you're waiting for it to dry. Now that I have this taped and leveled, I'm gonna let it really, really dry well. I'm not gonna do anything with this until tomorrow. While we're waiting for this to dry overnight, at least we can work on our little tray part of the whole thing. And what we're gonna be doing is attaching our tea lights all the way around the edges, the whole circle here. And we want them to be hanging off a little bit. We don't want them perfectly on here because the bowl that I have picked out, now of course if you want to use a smaller bowl you can put them right to the edge, but the bowl that I have picked out for this requires them to be off the edge a little bit, and that way we can be able to put our napkin rings, put them on and take them off easily. So what we're going to be using to do that is one of my favorite ways to attach things is with command strips. You can get command strips at Dollar Tree. I bought this packet at Walmart. It's definitely more heavy duty than we'll need. These are the 12-pound, but it's a good weight overall to be able to use. You don't need a whole lot of them for this project because what we're going to be doing is taking pieces and cutting them. I've already done a few here. You can see I cut and I put them on the bottom of here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. The command strips, if you haven't used them before, they come in couples, and you're going to take them apart and take them apart really from the flat way they are, and stick them together. It's kind of like Velcro. You can cut off these little end tabs because we're not actually going to be using them for our project. And then we'll be cutting strips of about, I would say, I guess it's between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. Take your command strip that you've now stuck together, cut it in half, and then in half again. So you're going to be doing 1/4 size of what the strip originally was, so 1/4 of it. So 2.5 strips should take care of all 5 of your tea lights. What you're going to be doing then is taking the command strips, the 2 pieces that are stuck together, they both have the adhesive on. Take the adhesive off of one side and stick it to the bottom of your tea light so that you can still be able to remove the battery, you can still turn it on and off. Then take the other adhesive piece off and attach it to your tray. As I said, hanging off a bit. It's hanging off just a little bit, maybe, I don't know if that's 1/3 of it or so. And we're going to go around and we're going to attach all of our tea lights around this outer edge. You may want to place them ahead of time just to give you an idea of what the spacing is going to be, so that way you don't have any big empty spots. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get all mine stuck on, and then I'll show you the next step. To be able to kind of get an idea of how this is going to look, I'm going to put this just up on something so that it's up off of the table. And we're going to be taking our napkin rings and putting them around the ring of the tea light. I'm doing mine one face up, one face down. I think that looks a little more fall leaf-like. This way, by doing this method and having your tea lights attached, not only can you change the batteries in them and do what you need to do, but you can reuse your napkin rings as napkin rings or use them for another project as well. I find some of the tea lights, and I don't know if they're different brands or I bought them at different times, or I'm not really sure, but some of them have quite a snug fit and some of them goes all the way down on. So you may want to check that when you're purchasing your tea lights. And actually I'm noticing that some of them have a little bit different, I just noticed that right now. Some of them have a little bit different flame on the top, and probably the ones with the other type of flame are the ones that are a little bigger, it looks like. So the ones with the more opaque light seem to be the ones that are a little bit smaller, and they fit these a little better. This is how they fit around the edge. And tomorrow we'll be able to finish this up. Hey, don't forget to check out Totally Dazzled. And also, if you're enjoying my videos, don't forget to subscribe. And please share these videos with your friends. I would really love that. It'd be great. And I'm sure your friends would love it too. All right. Night-night. Okay, everything's dry and it is time to get this craft finished. So this finally is dry. It's actually like 24 hours later. I ended up staying up till 2:45 because I was obsessed with figuring this out and getting it the way I wanted. So this is finally glued and attached and leveled. I'm gonna go ahead and add some glue on here and attach this piece on top. And pretty much after that, I think it's about done. So I guess you probably want to see it, right? Okay.